Hi, my name is Roman Carlson from 313 Technologies, and this is another issue of Intercultural Communication Guide. Today we will focus on France. Located in Western Europe, this small country is jam-packed with people, culture, and a huge business industry. Today I'm going to tell you the basic guidelines on how to survive in France and to appropriately communicate with the native French people. In France, French is the official language. Uh, there are many dialects of French, but French people also tend to know multiple other foreign languages like German or Swedish. French people are tend to be known as rude people, but they're actually just really private people. One of their rules of thumbs is that the only people that you're truly yourself around are your friends and your family. And friends to them are not really what we consider friends here in America. If you're friends with someone, you talk to them every day and they know pretty much everything about you. So, for instance, you don't need to be smiling at people on the street. Uh, French people are also extremely punctual, especially in the north near Paris. So make sure you arrive on time. If you're going to be late, make sure that you have a way to communicate with them and let them know what's going on. And any meeting or plan should be made at least 2 weeks in advance. Verbal communication. French and English are very different considering that in English we tend to take turns talking. We'll wait for someone to be done talking in it, even if there's a long pause or something like that. It's the opposite in France. They fight for their conversation. So if no one's talking, to them it's an opportunity to speak. So long pauses, things like that in your speech, you might get interrupted. It's not considered impolite. So and make sure that you interrupt the French people. They'll like it and they don't see it as rude. Um, like I said, the French people take extreme pride in their culture and their language, and they can be ornery towards people who don't know their language. So apologizing for not knowing their language could help you out in a business setting. Um, Body language in France, they do kisses instead of hugs. So it's mainly between family and friends. So most likely, no one will try to kiss you, but it is a good thing to see and know about. It's more popular in the South. Um, but hugs are not a thing in France. They despise hugs. They say it's too intimate. It's ironic because in America we think kissing is much worse. The kisses that they do though are more like cheek taps. They don't really kiss. They kind of just make the sound. Um, Dining. Like I said, food is extremely important in France. It's considered a respected art. It's extremely refined. So make sure you take a meal very seriously. Arrive on time. Um, for clothing, like less formal than in a business setting, obviously. But like I said, the French people are into fashion, so try to stay stylish. Meals tend to be, especially lunch, tend to be more of a pleasure. So keeping business speak out of a meal. A meal isn't necessarily a great place to have a business meeting. Um, so keep that in mind. Another thing, clean your plate. You don't want, even if you don't like something, it's kind of important that you finish your food or at least eat most of it. Um, it's kind of rude if you don't eat it. So attire, like I said, formal but stylish. Don't wear any too bright or flashy colors, and women wear suits or formal dresses. And that is about all the main points that you need to know about going to France and the business world there. Thank you for listening, and I'm out.